I think I might just... What are the downsides prepared? It's card disadvantage. You're using 2 cards to draw another card, because you got to remember that you're using a card by playing itself. We're not... I don't think we're going for a poison build at this point, and I'm not sure Deadly Poison is good enough in a vacuum. We're going to skip. Just because otherwise I'm going to start building a poison deck, because I always build a poison deck, and I don't want to build a poison deck this time. Next game, I'm sure we're going to die anytime now. We'll go heavy poison, and it's cool. Alright, these fellows. You got some, like, mushrooms on, like, dead rats or something. I don't know what it is. When you kill them, they make you vulnerable for 2 turns, so you do take, you got to be a little careful. You can take a bunch of damage. I think they're going to bust themselves with strength over here. It might be worth terrorizing. Let's see. We can terror, strike, neutralize, and either cloak and dagger for a little bit more damage, or just outmaneuver for more mana for the next turn. And I think that might be what I do. I think I'm going to terror, strike, neutralize, and outmaneuver. I can see an incentive to go cloak and dagger, not for the armor, but just for the shiv. A slightly more damage, but I think this will deal more damage overall. And then next turn, these guys will attack. We'll be able to spend everything in our hand. And we can probably kill this guy before he hits me, actually. So... Well, we're clearly going to all-out attack. And, like... Overkill. I know some people only play the cards they need, but I'm always like, no, I'm gonna play them all. Just cuz. So he's gonna die at the start of my turn. That is so cool. Between the Bronze Scales and the Mercury Hourglass, you can do like 6 passive damage per turn with that. So Gamble's interesting because if you're in a bad place, you can just like reset your hand. But at the same time, drawing Calculated Gamble is a card that could have been something else. If you've got a bunch of things like these reflex cards in your hand, like if you want to commit to a discard archetype, then it becomes great. So you just like discard a bunch of cards like reflex, for example, and just go crazy. But I think we're going to skip again. There's something that, like, again, and with reflex, it's like, oh, so you draw a card from your hand, but I could have just drawn an actual card in the first place. And maybe upgraded you draw 2, I bet, but Gamble Advantages is so good. Yeah, we're just going to skip here. And we'll go shopping. We've got enough money for... So, removing a card from your deck goes up by 25 every time. So we got enough money for that. Oh, accuracy. Shivs deal 3 additional damage. We don't have a ton of Shiv tech yet, but I think that's what we're going to do. It's also a power. So you play it once, and it just gets added to your character, so it doesn't thicken up your deck as much as it looks. We can buy this and Blade Dance. Although, getting a bandage is pretty good, too, because... You just play it, so you can only play it once per combat, but you get to heal 4 hit points with it. And I think we're just going to go shiv it up, man. Be nice if we had enough money to get some sort of a relic over here. Oh, I've never had the paper crane. It's quite good. Keep getting those cards. I know, the game wants it. I'm going to go accuracy Blade Dance. Good enough. Does he know about the preview of the upgraded cards in the shop? Yeah. It's annoying that you can't preview the upgraded version of the cards when you're picking post-combat. But yeah, otherwise. I think I'm just going to both question marks. And hope we get something really awesome out of it. And now, Albert Shrine, remove a card from your deck. Love it, thank you. I think what we're going to do is going to get rid of either a normal strike or a normal defend. I think it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I think we've mostly loaded up attacks, so I'm going to keep the defense for now and just pick up the strike. Boom. Awesome. And I'm going to go for this. Oh, it's going to be a fight. Fair enough. This is going to be a little tricky. The thieves are annoying because they actually hit fairly hard, and then they like to run away with your money. So killing him would be very good. Now I'm going to neutralize him, so he'll deal less damage. I think he'll deal 7, so we probably have 14 incoming. Which we could actually block. I would love to drop a terror on him, but I think we're going to go defend, defend, cloak, plus the neutralize. So we won't take any damage, and we can at least shiv 1. We could terror first. We could take more damage and terror first. and not play one of the defense. I don't know. I would love to preserve our hit points and just take a risk and probably just smith before going into the boss. I'm going to avoid the damage. Calculate Gamble also allows you to use more situational cards. Yeah, it does. That's true. Yeah, I'm going to skip the Terror. So, I mean, we're going to neutralize them regardless. Although we would have neutralized after the Terror otherwise. Cloak and Dagger. Defend. Defend. Take no damage. And we're going to focus on shivving this guy down. The Slime's annoying because he will put some injuries, I think, in our deck. Or weaken us or something. Yeah, he puts a wound in. And yeah, we splash back damage and do all kinds of things. Can we kill him this turn? Because we're going to get 3 shivs, so that's 12 damage. Plus this is 26. So the answer is no. He's going to die when he attacks us. But we can't actually kill him this turn. If this was an upgraded Cloak and Dagger, we could. So I'm wondering if we don't Blade Dance and instead defend. Okay, well, clearly we're going to all-out attack. What if I just kill the slime? Yeah, I'm gonna kill the slime. That'll reduce the damage substantially. And then Cloak and Dagger for the last one. So we only take 1 damage. Okay. I was so focused on killing the looter. Glad I took a second to actually think about it. So he steals 15 gold every time he attacks us, but if we kill him, we get that back. So let's kill him. Nice that we get accuracy right at the end. If you upgrade accuracy, I wonder if it's got innate. Because that would do pretty good. So we steal our gold back, we get an elixir, which is probably one of the weakest potions, to be honest. I'm not keen on deflect, because it doesn't block that much. I don't know what the upgraded form is, and I assume it's like 6 blocks or something. Piercing Wheel is interesting in situations. Dodge and Roll I'm similarly not super impressed by. I think I'm just going to skip these. Spirebot? I don't know what that is. So I'm going to gamble here and not heal. I'm just going to smith up. And I'm tempted to upgrade accuracy. That is a lot of extra damage from the shivs. That is a crap ton of extra damage from the shivs. I mean, unless, you know, we prioritize on getting more shivs in the first place. But I think I'm going to upgrade accuracy. Is this a calculated gamble? Yes, this is a calculated gamble to not heal. Alright, so the Hexaghost. So he does like nothing the first turn. The second turn he's going to hit me for a ton. We started with the terror, or the accuracy and the terror in our hand. I think that's going to be great. We're going to go for a setup here. Accuracy, so our shivs are better. Terror, so we do more damage to this fool. I guess I'm going to all-out attack. It does suck that we're going to draw 1 fewer cards. You know what? We could instead just shiv. The shiv's going to be 9. It is less damage, but at least we still get an extra card next turn. I think we'll Cloak and Dagger instead. We'll do a little less damage, but I think we're going to want the extra card draw next turn. Okay. It's 13 because of the vulnerable, but yeah. Burn plus is brutal, yeah. So, it mostly smacks you around a bit. Like, look at this thing. He's going to hit us for 30, unless we draw a weaken. We didn't draw the weaken. I think I have to acrobatics to hope to draw the neutralize. We don't have enough like defender either, so I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, 13 damage shiv, pretty good. Alright, let's get rid of one of these regular strikes here. So we don't have the neutralize. This is gonna hurt like hell. I'm gonna Cloak and Dagger and defend, I think. Now, he doesn't hit like this every single turn. Now, I mean, I could Blade Dance for just doing crazy amount more damage, which would be wonderful. The potion's just the elixir. There's no point in elixiring. Just remove statuses and curses. Yeah, it's not very useful. I think I'm going to defend. I'm not happy with this. I could also outmaneuver. I could do everything, but the out is just a bad turn. Every option is like not leading me down in an area that I'm pleased with. Oh, but what is interesting is every one of those is an individual attack. So he took 3 damage from each one of those attacks. There's a freaking neutralize. So I mean, we'll do that, which will also weaken him. I don't think I'm going to bother with an acrobatics here. We'll just take the 4. He's going to apply a burn to us regardless of whether we block it or not. So we'll just go for damage here. Shiv for 13. Shiv for 13. Oh yeah, no, for some reason I was reading this as a strike. So I'll just use the survivor, because sure, I take nothing. It'll still add a burn to my deck though. I've been seared. And those add up in your deck and you start doing more and more damage. So yeah, like defending is still good, but that's not where like the kill is going to come from. So all attack, strike, I think I'll outmaneuver. Because blocking 4 damage right now isn't the end of the world, and we could just have a big giant turn next turn and unload all of this. Although, we're just going to end up with excessive block, actually. You know what? Never mind. Because this is going to be our hand next turn. Unless he's doing another really big attack, we're not going to need both defense. I don't know if he is going to do another really big attack next turn or not. Oh, and I used all out, so it's only going to be 4-card draw. So yeah, let's not outmaneuver. Another burn. Okay, no, this is just his self-buff stage. Cloak, strike, shiv, throw out the extra defend, which doesn't do anything. So the elixirs, when we draw those burns, will be very good. I talked about the elixir potion being kind of meh, but this is a good example for it. We may want to save it for some burn plus. Like, I could go and use this to get rid of this status. I think I'm going to accept this burn. I'm going to save it for maybe like a more dire situation later on. Oh, I can get rid of it with the survivor as well. I mean, not removed from the deck, but discard it. I think my plan is going to be acrobatics, double check what we have, but then probably survivor, cloak and dagger. Because there's no reason to survivor and defend and cloak a dagger. So we can afford to use 1 energy on this. I was going to say, hope to get our 0-cost card. Oh, I was supposed to discard the burn with this, but it doesn't matter. So we have enough... No, we don't have enough armor. I'm going to say I could blade dance, but no. Block both. He ends up taking 6. Well, we clearly want to neutralize. And then we just want to play out our hand. And again, I could potion away this burn, but I'm going to save it in case we somehow get stuck with a shit ton of burn in our hand. Do. So close! He's gonna die as soon as he attacks me. Easy! Now, getting through the first act is relatively easy. Nightmare is kind of interesting. You can do some funky combos with it. If you upgrade it, I think it just becomes 2 cost to use. I mean, so we could, like, Nightmare or All-Out Attack or something crazy like that. Which is kind of neat. Glass Knife does do 16 damage on its first attack, and then its damage goes down. So, even the second attack's not bad, because it does 6 damage twice. What's on the front of my shirt? It's a tie advanced. And on the back of my shirt is the back of the tie advance. I'm actually also a really big fan of Alchemize. Upgraded to become 0, just gives you a random potion. So that means, you know, this card is effectively a card that gives you 12 block, or a 6-point poison attack, or whatever. And it sticks around longer. Nightmare accuracy. Alright, let's do funny nightmare tricks. It's really expensive. Alright, choose a relic. Eternal Feather. For every 5 cards in your deck, heal 2 HP whenever you enter a rest site. So right now, that would be 6 HP when we enter a rest site, and very close to 8 HP, which actually is not a bad way. Runic Dome is really funky. You get an extra energy at the start of each goddamn turn. That means we'll have 4 energy to play with, which is substantial. But you no longer see enemy intent, so you can no longer continue to predict what the enemy is going to do. You have to sort of know what their AI is and try to work it out. And then we've got the Runic Pyramid. At the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. Draw 1 less card each turn. I don't know if Runic is... I don't know. The Runic Dome is really potent on certain decks. I think the one I win, I actually did have a Runic Dome, but I had, like, crazy stuff. It was, like, Runic Dome plus the Sneko's Eye. So everything was, like, random all the time, but I had, like, a couple of bullet times. So every turn was just, like, I'm just going to bullet time and play out, like, 10 cards, and it doesn't matter. I think the Feather is probably the best thing to do. I like them all. Feather is straight up. There's, like, no downside. Gives us a little bit more durability. Gives us more opportunity to upgrade rather than heal, which is nice. Alright, let's look at our paths over here. If we take the rightmost path, so we can get 3 question marks. Whether or not we'll be able to take the elite will be a bit of a question mark, since we'll have had 3 normal fights along the way. 3 fights, maybe the elite, or maybe the campfire. What else we got? We could do over here, that would be question mark shop into elite. That's not bad. 2 normal fights into an elite. Well, the question mark could also be a fight. Into campfire elite, or into question mark campfire. Probably campfire elite. Chest. Yeah, left and fight 2 elites. Elites give you relics. They're a really good way to increase your power overall. On the right branch, we're really only fighting 1 elite. There's a second elite on the right branch over here that we could take. I think no matter what, we have the option of hitting 2 elites. If we go left, we've got these 2. If we go right, we end up with this one, plus that one over there. Zone 2 elites are scary. Yeah. What I like about the option on the right here is that we're going to get to choose. Depending on how these question marks go, we might choose to bypass this elite and go to the campfire. I think I'm going to go to the right. I think it's a little safer. Chat is very split, left and rights. Left is more campfire, is it? 1, 2, 3. You know what? Left is better. We can get 3 campfires. Alright, we're gonna go left. Boom! Alright! We got the Spheric Guardian. Comes in with 40 armor, and he's got barricade, so his armor doesn't go away in between turns. So he's gonna crew that, hit us hard. He's got 3 artifact things, so he can negate a lot of debuffs. Not that we're running a debuff deck. It's interesting with poison, because this protects against a lot of poison stacks, but poison bypasses armor, so it's like, meh. Well, let's, I was gonna say start with neutralize, but I'm actually thinking we start with acrobatics to hopefully get some powers or a terror to set up. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Well, we can't use Nightmare. It's too expensive. So we can just discard that. And we didn't get anything helpful, but I guess we're getting closer to the other stuff. So we'll neutralize. I'll probably outmaneuver for next turn. And just strike him. That's true, he wouldn't negate the terror anyway. Although we get him closer to terrible next time or something, but yeah. So he wants to hit me for 10. I can't really weaken him or anything. We've got a lot of defense here. I mean, clearly I'm going to Cloak and Dagger. I think we're just going to play everything, aren't we? Because we've got all the energy. So, move that. We'll, like, armor more than we possibly need. And it's probably worth doing the all-out attack. Right, on the first turn he applies even more armor to himself, but... There's our accuracy. So clearly we need to Cloak and Dagger. And since we have accuracy 5, I think I'm just going to Blade Dance here instead of outmaneuver. There you go. He'll probably die next turn, but unfortunately I'm going to take 16 damage. I like the fact that Quick Slash is already upgraded for us. It's got the card draw, which works out fairly well with our outmaneuver, for example. If we can outmaneuver into a Quick Slash, good things start to happen. Dagger Spray is nice for the AoE, and Piercing Wail is a great defensive card, too. Dagger Spray is quite good, because it does deal damage twice, but... I'm not sure that it's strong enough. I think we're just going to Quick Slash. And hope for the dream of, like, outmaneuver into Quick Slash. Alright, this guy, he does Hex you so that you get dazes or something in your deck every time you cast a skill, but other than that, he's just, you know, a big bucket of hit points. He's got enough hit points that it's worth prepping with the Terror first. I'm tempted to just Blade Dance rather than... No, we'll outmaneuver, so we can play our whole hand next turn. But yeah, that's the thing. It's not... We're sacrificing playing something now so we can play 2 extras. It is a net gain, strictly speaking. Although if I happen to draw Neutralize, then it's kind of a waste. Although it might give us a Nightmare opportunity. Yeah, we'll just Blade Dance. Screw it. Because since we have accuracy down. Suffer. So he just hexed me this turn. So now abilities cause me to become dazed, which is fine. I mean, obviously we're neutralizing him. I think we don't play Nightmare. It's just so expensive. Like, it is cool, but especially right here, we just go for face. And put up a little bit of block. It'll only take 2. So he's got 33 with the vulnerable. So that would actually be 27. Yeah, we've got him. Turbo Shivs. A weak potion. It's 3 turns a week that you can apply to someone. So get a couple upgrades. Masterful Stab is such huge damage. Can only be played if there are no other cards in your hand. Actually, that combos with all-out attack in the sense that it's easier for you to empty your hand. I think we're going to take Masterful Strike, especially since it's already upgraded. Crippling Poison, I feel, is not good enough. It's quite expensive for not that much poison, and we're not doing poison tech anyway. It's a fair amount of weak, especially upgraded. It's 5 poison, 5 weak, and I'm still not that keen on Deflect. So, yeah, we're going to go Stab, because I think we've got a deck that can do it. So, we're going to take Left Branch, because assuming this is not a combat, it's 1 less fight on our way to the Elite. Yay, it's not combat. We are going to read the writings. Oh, yeah, this is to get the book. We are going to lose some hit points on the way here. I can't even remember what it does. But it's probably good, right? Start each combat with a random power card in your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Yeah, that's probably okay, although that hurt like hell. That Elite fight actually is going to be really bad. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be bad. Panache is cool. I don't know if we really have the, like... Well... No, you know what? Panache with our Shivs. is really good. Oh, they're different books. Bouncing Flask is fantastic, but we're not doing poison. Adrenaline is really fantastic. Nightmare Adrenaline. But I mean, we want both, is the thing. Yeah, we gotta go Adrenaline, because it's always good when you draw it. And yes, if you Nightmare Adrenaline, it becomes insanely good. We do have enough money to buy something else. I think we just save it for whatever shop comes up next. Alright, we are low on the hit points. Not as worried about this guy, although Malleable is kind of annoying because every time you hit him, he gets block, and he gets more block every time you hit him, so hitting him a lot is not healthy. Well, there's our Nightmare. Did we get... Oh, we got a free Infinite Blade! Oh, great! For this combat. This is actually a card we want all the time. At the start of your turn, add a shift to your hand. Okay, this book has possibly already paid for itself. I think we Terror, Accuracy. Quick Slash and hope for Neutralize? We might have to just defend a bunch. We've got to kind of defend. We're going to get murdered. Nightmaring Accuracy sounds great, but we're going to get murdered. So I think it's going to end up being like Survivor, Defend, Quick Slash, and hope we get Neutralized. So I think we Quick Slash first to see what it gives us. Weak Potion's an excellent idea, you're right. I don't think that... No, it does change our play. Because if we don't have to pick up Neutralize, then I can go and just get Accuracy down. So I won't Quick Slash. Or, I want Accuracy, I don't have to get Neutralized down. Okay. So he's only going to hit us for 15. So we can block most of it. And yeah, I'll just get... I mean, Terror's also good. I think Accuracy will end up doing, yeah, a lot more. Because it's more than doubling the damage of a Shiv. We would do well with a card that lets us retain something. I still think the Pyramid's a little wonky for the lowered card draw, but... Well, there's our Adrenaline! Hold on. What's the best way... Okay, we want to activate Masterful Stab first. So before I Adrenaline, just in case we draw something we can't play, I'm going to Cloak, Defend, Strike, Shiv, play Masterful Strike, and then I'll Adrenaline. Right. I still can't play this until I Adrenaline. You schmuck. Oh, I won't be able to finish it. That's a lot of damage. He's not terrorized, though, but I think we're going to go for... I can't take damage right now. Can't Masterful Adrenaline in your hand here. At least we still have a lot of passive damage generated. I can't remember what he's going to debuff me with, but I'm happy he's not attacking me this turn.